In honor of the Immaculate Conception, the surest mark of genius is this, that for genius, pain is an intensely generative force. And this is the final hope for those of us whose home is in affliction and music. Who can measure the sublimity of rhythms poured forth from spirit in love with God and pressed by longing, as deep calls to deep in the roar of the waters? For from chaos there arises the world of the Spirit. Some among us walk this alien valley, smoldering, aggrieved, with souls blistered and smarting with the impress of a pain which has become habitual. Pain always on the cusp of erupting into howling or ardor or joy. Pain which is a perpetual and unrelenting and sometimes stunning music. But the Word of God is alive. It severs bone from marrow. It is a double-edged sword, and the receptive spirit cannot remain insensible to its piercings. The deep indwelling of the Word of God will lace into a soul a mystery of inextricable suffering. And it is the night of faith, the great and darksome horror, which is the proximate preparation for the seal of a covenant. But for you, most perfect, you singularly perfect, you immaculate, the double-edged sword for you, a sevenfold plenitude, the Word of God so alive as to become incarnate as your royal flesh. As once the smoking brazier and the lamp of fire transpierced and immolated symmetry, so does the star of fire, which is the heart of God, invade your heart, inhabit it at the core, consuming the sacrifice from the inside out, a surpassing transverberation of fire and gentleness. Now not covenant, but the very marriage of heaven and humanity, the unsearchable and supra-articulate groanings of the Spirit, who once overshadowed with darkness, terrible, cosmic, luminous, effecting no mere art, but the Word of God, again the Word of God, God from God, a longing to reach up and become all flame, and to descend to the earth to cast fire. It is because of your overflowing grace that we exiles of this alien valley turn and say, our flowers have arisen in this place of rain. It is unto your heart most meetly that it is said, I am your God, who for your sake have become your son. It is unto you, fleece of heavenly rain, forth bringer of the tree of life, to you, O Theotokos, that children more numerous than the stars have been apportioned, for whom the sword has pierced, has sheathed the sword that was turned against us.